Men don't divorce, they simply just cheat. And this is why you should never fall in love with a taken man, especially a married one. Reason one is because he's not leaving. He's not leaving. Most men will never walk away from a marriage. This is why 80% of divorce filings have to be done by the woman. She is the one that has to say, I'm done. I can't take this anymore. Most men are okay living in a miserable marriage. This is why they will escape through cheating. This is why they will have something on the side to escape from their miserable life. They would rather cheat than divorce. And this is because a lot of men deal with chronic codependency. They cannot be alone. And this is why they don't understand when women choose to be single, because for most of them, they would never be alone. They would rather be miserable with someone than single dealing with themselves. And that is sad. So when you choose to entertain him, you actually make it easier for him to stay in his relationship, because he'll have his little thing on the side, and it'll make him feel better about the miserable relationship that he is in. Reason two, y'all know when Glorilla said, I ain't got no ninja and a ninja ain't got me? Well, you won't have a ninja, but he will have you. So he will be taken and unavailable for you, but he will believe that you need to be single and only for him. So therefore, he will keep you out of the dating market. This is called being selfish. This is not called love. How can you say somebody truly loves you if they're being inconsiderate towards you and they're only thinking about what benefits them? This is why it never works out with a man that's already taken, because he's doing all the winning and the women that he's dealing with is doing all the losing. A man that wants you all to himself while he can only give you crumbs is abusive, and we need to call it as it is. Number three, you will eventually find out why the wife doesn't want to deal with him. See, they're going to give you this sob story, this little sad story of they're not being treated right. They're not getting emotional, their sensual needs met. They're going to give you all of that, right? The more you deal with them, the longer you will realize why that woman doesn't want to deal with them. They'll eventually show themselves. So all them little sob stories they gave you about they're just such a good man and they're being mistreated, they're not being taken care of. I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes that is true, but an actual good man will never put you in a circumstance of you wasting your life and your time while he's entertaining something else. A good man won't do that. A good man will say, let me go through my separation and my divorce, and then we can get to know each other. I can promise, eventually you will start to hate him for the same reasons that his wife hated him for. Give it some time. Dealing with a taken man is ultimately dealing with a emotionally unavailable, lack of self-awareness, codependent, selfish, narcissist male. Avoid it at all points. I would highly recommend that you avoid that unless you want your time wasted, your emotions played with, and to be constantly disrespected and left with the crumbs. I've seen women spend 30, 40 years being somebody's side chick, mystery woman. Don't be that woman. See the signs. If he's unavailable or taken, baby, hit the road. Hit the road. So this is the final look. I did take the corset off just because this, it's daytime. It was too much. But to sum it all up, this is why we can't be too impressed with long-term marriages. That's usually mainly raggedy, but people just been sticking into it. But also commitment from men, because a commitment from a man means nothing if there's not action, if there's not honor and respect and integrity behind that commitment. Quiet as it's kept, a lot of men will commit to you already planning to cheat on you. They'll commit to you just so they can cheat in peace, baby. But we'll talk about that another time.